Hello and welcome back to another video where I draw and yap for about 15 minutes I guess. Today I've got a process video yet again of me doodling and just messing around and drawing one of my favorite characters from the League of Legends IP. He became my favorite just recently because of the fighting game that's been released in the closed beta on PC called 2XKO, which is a fighting game with the League of Legends character, and the way he's played out in the game is perfect with the replay mechanic. Oh my god, man, the replay mechanic is like such a satisfying thing to do in the game. That's why he became one of my favorite. Also, his design is really cool with the shape language on his design, which is why I am using a very forbidden technique of drawing. I call it the lasso tool shape thing, lasso tool shape design thing, silhouette drawing, which has been like more forgiving to me than line drawing for some reason. It depends. Sometimes the mood calls for a lasso tool, just like to get something on the canvas really quickly without having to get lost on the lines. And as you can see here, like you can see that the shape of the character is starting to shape up, if you know what I mean. Also, I have drawn another character. Well, you will see in a bit after the process of this one, which I have taken from the comments as a suggestion. Let's see actually who commented that. I have taken a suggestion from Real Arts ZZ underscore VR. This guy is the GOAT, bro. He not only he likes my yapping, but also he saved my family from a car accident in a building that was on fire 3 minutes ago. Like this guy is so goated, like I can't even describe how goated he is. Also, he's 6 foot tall. Anyways, so I took his suggestion, which is to draw a JoJo character. If you want to see the reveal of the JoJo character, which one, don't even like be hyped up. It's obvious which JoJo I drew. Anyways, now I want to talk about last video. It got like 200 views out of nowhere. Well, not out of nowhere. Like, did you see the thumbnail game, bro? Like, look, you can look at my videos and you can watch them and say they're horrible, but you cannot deny that the thumbnails, oh my god, bro, I'm cooking with these thumbnails. I'm digging in these thumbnails, man. Anyways, the thing is, if you look at this process video, it's just me doodling. By the way, this is not like me going all serious mode. I was rusty as hell. I'm never doing this again. Also, I'm never taking character suggestions ever again, because I've been looking for references for like a JoJo character, and all I've seen is the most disgusting, gayest shit I've ever seen in my life. Like, come on, man, I just want cool art, not whatever fan art the community has been cooking. Like, the only good art I found is the impossibly to replicate good art. Like, I just want regular pose, I just want references. I don't want this Fish Islands crazy perspective 300 hours worth of work kind of art. Like, I just want to see the character, man. They didn't have to do that. So if you're trying to suggest me a JoJo character, like, the chances of me drawing that, let's just say close to zero, because I am traumatized, bro. I'm never doing this again. Never taking character suggestions. Anyways, make sure to suggest any characters you want me to draw next time for a video. If you think these drawings are bad, I'm not gonna like argue on that, because like for the first 1 hour of the process, it kind of pissed me off to look at them. I had to like go off camera to fix them because I didn't know how long it would take. Like, for example, Ekko, like his proportions were just a bit off. When I say a bit, like his legs were the same height as his torso and head, which is, let's just say, it's a forbidden thing. You know what I mean? So I used the liquify tool to elongate his legs so they are a little bit taller than his torso and head combined. As well for the arm, like it was like a bit awkward going out, as you can see. So I just took it out, like some parts out, and adjusted the shoulder and made sure that his traps, or like that area of the trap, the trapezius I think it's called, is, you know, visible. I was using a reference as well, so it was kind of easy to do that, unlike the fucking second drawing, which I had to invent my own pose, which is why it looks a bit bland in some way. But you know, the line art is kind of solid. Let's discuss the elephant in the room. I'm pretty sure when you watch a process video, you always see two things: line art or sketch with line art. Like you see them sketching with lines and then like drawing on top of the sketch, or you see them straight up sketching it out. And what you see here is the, how do I say, is a very forbidden technique that was taught to me by Chinese monks in I don't know, some mountain, I forgot what it was, and it's called a what's it called, bro? I don't even know what I'm fucking doing. It's like you build the shape and then you draw on top of it. You know, it's not really that hard. It's not really that easy. You gotta have a really solid knowledge of shapes, which is depends from person to person. Depends how you view the world. Like the way I view the world is through shapes, because that's how my mind decided that it's how easily interpreted the world is. Or wait, let me rephrase that. How to interpret the world as easy as possible, as optimized as possible, is through shape. And now that I'm looking at the process, the shape of his nose looks a bit racist. Well, I fixed it later, but don't worry about that. The hardest part is the shape language of his hair, of his dreads. They were a bit hard to do, but like, you know, when you're doing art, it's not about how it looks, it's about how it feels. If it feels right to your eyes, it's good. If it don't feel right to your eyes, it's bad. It's about impression. It's not about facts and definition and structure and realism and whatnot. It's about how it feels to the eye. If it feels off, that means it's off. Even if it's not realistic, even if it's realistic, like if you try to draw something as realistic as possible with realistic proportion, sometimes it might look a bit off to you. Okay, maybe not to somebody else, maybe to you, and you're like, but I want to change it. It's like, but it's, you know, I need to keep the realistic proportions, but you know, at the same time, it don't feel right. Some people, for some it feels right, for some. Let me give you the instant solution to that problem. Just change it according to how you feel. This is art, okay? This is not some programming shenanigans. This is art. You do what you feel is correct, not what is correct. Well, for the most part, if you decide to incorporate that method in every shape or anything, whatever it is possible, you're gonna run into some problems, like your drawings looking just a bit ugly as hell, if you catch what I mean. So yeah, basically just let it go, you know, go by instincts. If you don't have instincts, consider ending your life. Let's move on to the other drawing. Actually, now I have drawn Jotaro. Yes, I've drawn the iconic JoJo. I've drawn JoJo himself. This is the original JoJo. You know that if when you speak JoJo, that's who you think about. Okay, that's the OG JoJo. All right, that actually part 3 is the first JoJo I've ever watched, and the reason why I watched it is so crazy because from my memory, someone told me to watch it, and then when I watched it and I told the person that told me to watch it, like, it's so good, he told me, like, what are you talking about? I'm like, JoJo, didn't you tell me to watch it? He's like, I never watched JoJo, and I never told you to watch JoJo. And I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, man, I think you're hallucinating and shit. And I'm like, no, bro. I swear, man, like, if you know me personally, which you shouldn't, I have a great memory. My memory is like, how do I say, at least 3 gigalites. Like, I remember everything so fluidly, so clearly. You know what I mean? So, like, I think the entire world made me watch JoJo naturally. Like, I've been coerced by the system of the universe to watch JoJo, and it happened to be the best part ever. Part 3. Part 3 isn't necessarily the best part because I'm hearing from some fans like, oh, Steel Ball and whatnot. I don't know anything about Steel Ball. I don't read the manga. I just wait for the anime because you know, CBA. Part 3 is the longest and had the most emotional roller coasters of all time and the best jokes of all time. Like, in any JoJo, like, I think JoJo Part 3 had the best jokes. If you exclude Part 4 where they went to the restaurant and, you know, some shit happened. Now, going back to the drawing, as you can see, like, regular pose with the stand, you know, always using the forbidden Chinese technique of shape bending. You shape up with gray and then put the line work later. And I've drawn Jotaro holding a blunt or a cigarette, and then his stand behind him looking, you know, looking all standy, like just standing around. And for his face, I made him like, you know, badass man holding a cigarette. And it took me a while to get his chest right. Also, I realized that his head looks a bit small, which is obviously fixed later on. Look, I'm bad, but not that bad, okay? My eyes are functioning. Now, for Star Platinum, I gave him like the most menacing smile of all time. If you watch JoJo, you're gonna recognize that smile. Maybe. But yeah, that drawing goes back to Real Arts ZZ_VR, bro. Thank you for the comment. And also, if you have any other suggestions, make sure to comment them down below. Not just you, but everybody else watching this video. And yeah, I think that's it for the yapping. Actually, I'm lied. That's not it. I can yap for days, baby. So yeah, my future doodles. Yeah, this is a doodle. This is not a full drawing that I do usually because I definitely did not spend more than 2 hours on it. Yeah, my future doodles will be like League of Legends character plus some suggestions from the comment. Hopefully you don't comment the suggestion. I don't want to go through the torture of drawing this again. Make sure to suggest down in the comments. So yeah, it's gonna be League of Legends characters because I'm in the mood for that. Later on, after that, it's gonna definitely be some Jujutsu Kaisen stuff. And like, the upload rate is gonna vary a lot from drawing to drawing, so expect like 2 days of no videos unless you want to watch a series of clips that were like me in Discord doing some random shit. Like, there was this one time that I was watching that we were watching, me and my friends, a video of like some guy in Japan getting molested by women.
Have you ever cheated before?
Bro, we gotta go to Japan. What's up? Hear me out, bro. He's not
permanently getting molested.
Legit getting molested, bro. If we listen, if we go to Japan and I see that guy, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pull out my willy. Yeah, that was a crazy watch. Man, I think going to Japan is like, you know, in order. Should be my first goal. Yeah. So I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye and stuff like that.